Evacuation of residents trapped in flooded vehicles and homes. Several schools and public facilities in the area were confirmed to be closed on Tuesday morning due to damage and ongoing floodwaters. Meteorologists stated that the storm was triggered by the confluence of two low-pressure systems orbiting its coast, triggering sustained heavy rainfall. In less than 3 hours, some areas received more rainfall than they would normally receive in a week. This exacerbated already fragile drainage conditions, especially in urban areas with extensive impervious surfaces. In New York City itself, in addition to major disruptions to the subway system, major roads like the FDR Drive and the Bronx River Parkway were temporarily closed due to flooding reaching more than 2 feet deep. Emergency personnel used amphibious vehicles and inflatable boats to remove residents trapped in vehicles and basement apartments. The New York City Emergency Management Agency activated its Level 2 emergency response system and asked residents to report extreme water levels, fallen trees, and power outages. Several emergency shelters were open for residents whose homes were unsafe due to the flooding. Meanwhile, in Westchester County, several small streams overflowed their banks and inundated densely populated neighborhoods in Yonkers and White Plains. Residents reported water entering basements, damaging furniture and electrical installations. Several evacuation centers were opened, and food and clean water supplies began being distributed to affected areas. This situation also raised concerns about the spread of disease due to stagnant, contaminated water. Local health officials warned residents to avoid direct contact with floodwater and to use clean water for drinking. In other parts of the tri-state region, including Connecticut and Long Island, the extreme weather also caused mass power outages. Thousands of homes lost power due to downed power lines and poles hit by winds and falling trees. Power crews continued working through the night to restore power, but some areas are expected to have power restored within the next 24 to 36 hours. Utility companies urged residents to avoid approaching downed power lines due to the potential for death and to report any damage to nearby infrastructure. Meanwhile, relief agencies such as the American Red Cross and local communities are providing logistical assistance and psychosocial support to affected residents. As of Tuesday morning, the storm had moved northeast, but the threat of flooding remains due to saturated soil and an unrecovered drainage system. Weather forecasters predict light to moderate rainfall throughout the day, with the possibility of thunderstorms in the evening. Authorities continue to monitor the situation and urge the public to seek updates through official channels. Residents are urged to remain vigilant, avoid travel unless necessary, and prioritize the safety of themselves and their families. This storm serves as a reminder that the infrastructure of major cities like New York and its surrounding areas remains vulnerable to climate change and extreme weather. Local governments and related institutions are encouraged to improve early warning systems, drainage capacity, and community preparedness to face similar disasters in the future.